At the risk of sounding cliché, I am going to say I was born in a rather small remote town, somewhere in the bowels of Nyamira County. For the Kenyans in the room, has anyone ever heard of Birongo? Anyone? Exactly. Now, let me paint a picture. Birongo is a bit bigger than your typical village, but smaller than, say, Kwanaizira. One can tour the entirety of Birongo in just 2 hours, while walking slowly and stopping from time to time to enjoy some gossip. What this means is, there's little in the way of technology there. See, in my village, no one really cares about cryptocurrency, or artificial intelligence, or the latest MacBook. They care about the real assets. You know, the cows, the goats, or whether the goats are in their farms, real tangible assets. Naturally, I was not exposed to computers until my 7th year of primary school. But that was so fleeting an encounter. Picture this. I was seated at the back of the classroom with over 50 students in front of me. Then our teacher walks in with this big grey box that he mysteriously calls a computer. Me at the back of the classroom with 59 curious heads in front of me. I could not even see the keyboard. All I heard was people clicking, some giggling, and others laughing. From where I sat, I thought, wow, technology, so cool. You might think, given my background, once I got to high school, I was curious about computers, right? Wrong. In fact, the only reason I did computer studies was because it was compulsory all through my first year. And then, as if that was not suffering enough, I made the mistake of choosing French and home science, and they were both brutal. When the time came and I had to settle for one technical subject, I had to make a decision: French, home science, or computer studies. For French, seriously, why does a table need a gender? By the time I figure out whether a chair is male or female, the exam time is up. For home science, those chapatis suffered in my hands. I burnt them mercilessly. So I only made the logical decision to settle for computer studies. At least there, if things don't work, I'll be like, it is not me, it is the system. Or, but it was running in my computer. So I chose computer studies, and I flunked it badly. So much so that on a good day, I'd get a 44% and be overjoyed because it was a massive improvement from my regular 35%. And then my computer teacher would come and say, Catherine, at 44, you are doing nothing, absolutely nothing. My heart sunk. For a moment there, I felt like I had made the worst decision. Maybe I did not belong there. Maybe I should just drop computer studies altogether. But over time, with hard work and determination, things started looking up. By the time I was finishing my 4th year, I was on top of my computer studies class. Then came another hurdle: to choose a course to pursue at the university. My father wanted me to do medicine, but I had a different dream: to do anything but medicine. So I did the unthinkable in an African home, to bet on myself and pursue computer science as a degree. I still have to appease my old man for that. Till date, he still introduces me as This is my daughter Kemunto. She was supposed to be a doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how I ended up here. Learning the ins and outs of computers and genuinely becoming interested in them. What is the moral of my story? First, in your individual spaces, give people room to grow. Whether it is in your classrooms, your families, allow people to grow. Maybe in another life, if my teachers or my parents had given up on me, I would be a doctor somewhere. But I guarantee you, I would be one who Googles or uses ChatGPT to try and figure out what is wrong with that patient. 2, no matter your background, you can be great. Look at me, a student from the bowels of Namira County, from a small town called Wilongo, here at CMU Africa, pursuing a bachelor's degree in computer science. Not so bad for a girl who once sat at the back of the classroom, staring at 59 heads, wondering, wow, technology. Contest chair.